Sorry for the blanket over the head, but I have a very cold morning today, or afternoon, one of the two, and I'm waiting to, just wait. I got a message saying they're still writing up the questions on my interview, which is very good, period. But I'm not nervous or anything. I'm very excited about this interview. And I think I mentioned in one of my shorts with my Ancestry.com DNA map that this is what I am. Just like I'm these blobs of color in the map. That was what I was saying. That I was hardwired to be in these ethnic groups and was also hardwired to be a autoromantic / autosexual. So that to be said, that's why I said it's hardwired in me in one of my TikToks. I do now have a TikTok called Auto Lovely. You just have to type in Auto Lovely 8 and you'll find my logo and stuff. I'm very happy about everything that's going on. There's nothing very much going on now, but I got my everything set up for the interview, and I just have to wait for that right day to go. Okay? And I'm not hemorrhaging or anything. It's just lunch, craft dinner. So that to be said, yeah, I had craft dinner for lunch, and I enjoyed it. I also enjoyed being able to get a confirmation that the interview is still on for the, what do you call it, about my DNA, particularly my orientation. Speaking of DNA, I was able to recover my Ancestry.ca.com account, so I'm able to still keep on track of which ethnic group pops up every year. Period. Right now I have Afghanistan, Pakistan, and India. Those are the ones in some Tibet and Nepal. As well as, of course, Chechnya and the Caucasus in Anatolia, modern-day Turkey. The Balkans, which also include some of Ukraine, which I have a big nose. No offense, not trying to stereotype. I also am Roma Gypsy, which is another Asian ethnic group from Central Asia. And the Chechens were Amazonian for the females, and the last time I checked I was female. And for the guys, they're Scythian. And their empire lasted from the last ice age until 2,000 years ago, when they were ultimately genocide out of from near the land bridge to the Balkans, where they were destroyed by the Greeks. And I'm also part Greek, so I'm a little embarrassed that I killed part of my DNA. The fact that you can, But I'm also got Jewish, and that's why I can't stand doctors. Not stereotyping all Jewish people, I just can't stand doctors because of what Mangala did to the Asians, particularly the Romani Gypsy, what he did to the Romani Gypsies and some of the Jewish people, really bad, not cool. So if I could, I would go after a doctor and say, fuck off, because basically that's what they need. is a hatred of doctors as well as my autosexuality. Why do I hate doctors? Because it says that I'm part Jewish. I'm part Asian and Muslim. Asian being Romani Gypsy. And Asian as in from the Scythians and the, what do you call them again? The Altaic people. The Amazons and the Scythians. So that to be said, these people suffered from Mangala's hands, and I don't like that very much. I'm a very open mind. I can be very open minded, but the second I see that on your Facebook or pen pal account that you're a doctor, I flip you right off, meaning I block you right away, and I don't even bother talking because you're not worth my calories or energy or whatever the hell you call it, time. So, because of what Mangala did to both my people, the Jewish and the Asians. Fuck the doctors. I even got one peckerwood going about doctors as well. Excuse me for saying that word, but I meant white person going on about doctors. Because I said this is what they did to me. People. This is what they did to your average human being. Average human being meaning someone that's just a person. And I said this is why, and when I read about the Balkans, that they were Muslim, Jewish, and Christian, that hit home, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to take something out of my doctor's voice box. Two wrongs don't make a right. I don't like my doctor very much. He's a little bit of a biddy. Do I like my doctor or any doctors? No. I have some on my Facebook that I don't like. I'll tell you this one. For what you did to the Mongoloid people in Europe and the Jewish people you did in Europe, Mr. Mangala and the other doctors that are on this planet, shame on you. Every time I go near a doctor, I say, hey Nazi, how are ya? It's something that I say, it's not something I want to say, but I have to say. Because it's just the way it is. Anyway, back to the, I was able to recover my Ancestry account and be able to find out who the hell I was, because one of my emails got disabled, not because of what my crunched mouth said, just because it's just the way stupid things are. Period. I think there's a lot of problems with some people, and I'm trying to tell people, if I can help it, depending on what the questions are on the interview, that that autosexuality is no different from your religion or your ethnicities. It's who you are as you're born. That's it. You have no control over it. It's who you are as you're born, so you may as well accept it and let other people try to celebrate it. If they can't celebrate it, they should stay the hell home. Because that's just the way I think, is that if you don't have anything nice to say about someone's orientation, race, or religion, you don't have any place to be in public. You have a place in home, whether it be COVID or otherwise. If you're going to be a busybody and not like someone for who they are, I suggest that you stay home and social distance as much as possible, because that's why I think that was there first. If you have nothing nice to say, stay home. If you have nothing nice to do, stay home. I don't give a shit if it's COVID or after or before COVID. Stay the hell home if you're a racist or a LGBTQ phobe or anti-Semitic or Islamophobic. Or even if you're a doctor, stay the hell home because I know what your rhetoric really is. It's not to do harm, it's to do harm. Did you see that zit on my nose? Oh, Christ. I got an interview coming and I got a zit on my nose. Gross. That's ridiculous. Anyway, that's just great. This has been happening to me since grade 1. Every time something important happens, big fat zit. I'm not joking. I remember having to take a family picture. And I was in grade 1, and it was right here. All over here. It wasn't a cold sore or rash, it was a series of zits, and my mom had to get the concealer out, and that didn't help matters very much, and I ended up suffering from acne because of it. And every time there's a school picture or a special event, zit. It even happened to me when I was getting my tattoo done. A zit popped up right where the stupid gat was going, the tattoo gun was going at. It was a zit. Is that ever stupid? Every major event in my life, there's been a zit. And the fact that I got one on my nostril, that's just great. That's not funny. It might seem funny, but it's not funny because I don't believe that you should have a zit during an important right in your life. Yeah, I think you should just be able to go through the rite of passage or the special event and not have a zit. This is going to show up. That is going to show up now. Do I really usually care about the way I look? No, but it happens every time something important in my life comes up. There's no zits on my tattoo now, but after the tattoo was done and I was doing the aftercare, Zit City. And I was like, this is my first tattoo, for Christ's sake. Why is there zits on it? Didn't scab, didn't itch, didn't bitch, but it zitted. And I had couldn't even pop the zit. Didn't want to pop the zits because I was afraid I was going to destroy the tattoo with bacteria and viruses. So Jesus Christ, there's zits on there. And they dissipated and disappeared soon enough. But I'm not very happy about this right now. This is going to grow into a head. And it's going to show up in the interview. I'm going to be so embarrassed. I found what color lip gloss I'm getting and what color of everything I'm getting. I'm also trying to find a way look decent. Like I got a pair of sunglasses, not these, but another set. Heart-shaped, yes, like Elton John, but that's beside the point. I do that because I want to show how unique I am. Or I might go by the butterfly glasses, but I said the butterfly glasses were a little geeky, so I said I'm going to go towards the heart-shaped ones. Lip gloss, eyeliner, and now a big fat fucking zit on my frickin' nose. Oh, now it disappeared. There it is. Stupid thing. Every time something important happens in my life, I'm not joking, date or otherwise when I was dating or whatever, when I didn't know I was auto-romantic, I found out that I was getting a zit. Every time I had to go somewhere or be on Zoom, zit. If I was just taking a normal selfie or something, no zit. I think I was hardwired to be that way too, but it's very annoying. So I'm not too happy about having a zit right now. Hopefully it'll clear up within a couple of days before the interview comes up, and I can before they show the questions that they're going to ask, and I don't have to worry about the damn zit. Where the zit came from, I don't know, so I'm not too happy. I have this covered because I have a sensitivity to the cold because of my post-traumatic stress disorder, which is my mental illness and mental disability, not auto-romantic or autosexuality. To me, that's just the way you're born. But you can be also born with a disability, which is fine. That's why I say that. And some people, and this is what sets me off about people with about autism. They say it's the vaccine's fault, whether it be the COVID or otherwise vaccines. They say don't give your kids the shots because it'll give them autism. Well, guess what I happen to have in my head too that's not a peanut butter sandwich? Asperger's. I've had it the very same day that I was born, and also acquired post-traumatic stress disorder. February 4th, 1999, it was a Saturday. This is no different. February 4th, 1989, I also had autism, as well as ADHD. That's just the way I was wired. I was wired to have autism. I was wired to be auto-romantic, which has nothing to do with automobiles or trucks or anything else of that matter. And it doesn't really, but I am more susceptible to having PTSD. And when I was born, the very second I was born, whammo, I was born. The second I was born, wham, PTSD, not just autism. That was when I was growing in the, you know what, the womb or whatever you want to call it, the PUSSY or whatever you want to call it. I say womb because it's a little bit more politer. So that being said, when I was in the you know what, I ended up with autism and ADHD, but when I ended up being born, it was no different with the PTSD. I may as well just have had it from being in the you know what as well. So I'm not very, I'm trying to make people aware not just about autosexuality, but, and also to be accepting of autosexuality, but also to be also PTSD aware and PTSD accepting as well. Not all of us with PTSD are psychopaths or serial killers or school shooters. People with PTSD, it's an indication that you have a brain. Like any other mental disability, it's a sign that you have a brain, so I don't want to hear that kind of crap of psychopaths or school shooter or serial killer or strangler. Yes, there's been the rare topic about the guy who strangled his wife because he was having a nightmare. That could have happened to any normal person too, as I nearly broke my record player last night because I had a doozy. And it wasn't PTSD related, it was just the way the night was going. And I think I messed up my Spotify too, so I wasn't too happy. I didn't mess up the record player, but I messed up the Spotify. Either way, I wouldn't be too happy right now. I would have been very angrier if it was the record player because I have amassed a good collection. I think I showed that many times, my collection of records. I have a beautiful collection of records and CDs that nobody else can find. One of the workers in my house that I live here, that's my house. That's my home. That's one of my living rooms. Anyway, that's one of the workers there is giving me records and CDs, and I love them. Like yesterday, you heard about the bird CD. It sounds the birds and stuff, and that's good. That'll keep me sane. And it's like this out. See that shit? The only thing keeping me sane with that out there is either the fact that I have to shovel it for tattoo money, or I have to shovel. Yeah, I have to shovel it for tattoo money. Therefore, I get my vitamin D. My vitamin D from the sunshine, not just by sitting on my ass here, but also by going out, shoveling the snow, and I get my exercise, so I get my serotonin and my endorphins as well as I get my vitamin D from the sun. So it's no different from the summertime. I hang out in here, go out when I think it's important to go out. And then that is it. And then that's how I keep myself sane. But in the summertime, I go out on the deck. Wintertime, I shovel anything I can think of that is flat. That's just how it is. For tattoo money, and I get my sunshine vitamin that way. And yes, I do have seasonal affective disorder. It's not as bad as some people where they need a happy light. Let me see what this is. But I'm not a vampire either, where I can go without sunlight. I need the sunlight, so I shovel snow for tattoo money to get the sunlight and the tattoo money. Either way, it brings a smile on me face. I also take out the garbage, and also take out, and if I can get outside and do stuff and take shit out, I do it. Like in a heartbeat, like the garbage, if I have to take out the garbage, I take it out. If I have to take out the recycling to the garage, I do it for the tattoo money and also for the vitamin D. I also do the same thing with Mr. Shoveling Snow and taking the garbage out every week. I do that to get the sun. And also that's how I get my tattoo money, and also how I deal with my SAD. So shoveling snow cannot be not just a chore. It can be actually pretty much everything else but a chore if you think of it as a way of getting money and a way of getting the sunshine vitamin, and how even when you throw the snow and you see how the snow falls down, it's very beautiful actually. So I found it very beautiful, and I can believe what that's very important for me, that I believe that you go out, shovel snow. Not just for tattoo money as well, or money as well, whatever you're saving up for. But also the sun And when you throw the snow, it looks beautiful. The way it falls, depending on how heavy it is. If it's just fluffy shit, it's beautiful and sparkly. I love the sparkly stuff. This brings me back to when I was a kid. When I used to make snowmen every winter, and I would do it every day, trying to make a snow sculpture. And that's not a pile of horse. I wouldn't actually make a snowman a day in my backyard in 18 Harold Street, or I would make my snow sculptures. And in winter in school, I would make snow forts with my friends and tear them down. There's also another reason why I'm very strong other than just my genetics. So that is what it is. Snow makes me a stronger person, whether you like it or not. Through sunshine, work ethic, and also just by getting some exercise. And it shows you have endurance if you can stay outside and shovel the snow. Or is it when I was a little under the age of 18, make a snow fort? Or make a snowman a day in the backyard, yes. That was my underage 18 way of dealing with snow. When I was over the age of 18, I shoveled. Like right now, I shovel snow to get money, get exercise, get the vitamin D. That's also how I did it when I was a kid. When I did the snowman, I'd make a ball, snowball it, and turn it into a snowman. Every day. Didn't matter if it was Christmas or New Year's or whatever, or Valentine's Day, I did it. And it would help build up my strength and help build up my vitamin D and a work ethic. The same thing with building and tearing down snow forts at recess. I think we've all been through that with the snow forts. You build the snow fort, you tear it down, the end of it. Depending on what kind of snow it is, if it's a wet, tacky kind of snow, and I don't mean my ethnic group, I'm talking about the actual packed in wet snow. And you can snowball it. You can make a snowman. You can make a snow fort. You can tear shit down. That's the only time when I will say tear it down. For the fun of it. I wouldn't do it to an actual person, but a snowman or snow fort, yeah, go tear it down. And unless it's actually pretty ice. That's what I think. Just to get the vitamin D and the exercise and the halfway decent lifestyle you need to deal with the squirrel. So I've been shoveling snow for tattoo money, yes. And it's very good for me, not just financially, but also emotionally because of the vitamin D, but also very good for me for my strength building. I have to keep up my strength in check. And I also have to cause a lot of, and I also have to keep my money in check. I have to learn the value of a dollar and the best way to do it. Shoveling snow at winter, going to summer camp at summertime, make some friends at summertime, and learn other things, and also go towards getting money in summertime as well as making friends. But I also go in the wintertime, the rutabaga, shoveling snow and doing chores and doing everything else that is imaginable that I can do that's not going to wreck my back. So that's why I do what I do. And I do half the hard stuff I do for tattoo money, and it also benefits me as a double-edged sword. I get money, and it also benefits me socially, mentally. So that's why I do half the things I do. If it weren't for the shoveling of the snow, practically, or the summer camp last year, not only would this sucker not be would be possible, but not just the tattoo wouldn't be possible, but also the interview wouldn't be possible. So think about that when you do a chore. It opens doors as well. So until then, hit subscribe and the little button with the bell on it if you want to know more about my goings on in the day. Thank you.